On November 21, 2024, the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. This significant legal action stems from allegations of war crimes and crimes against humanity linked to their roles in the recent conflict in Gaza. The ICC found reasonable grounds to believe that both leaders are responsible for serious offenses, including using starvation as a method of warfare and committing acts of murder and persecution against civilians during military operations from October 8, 2023 to May 20, 2024. Additionally, a warrant was issued for Hamas leader Mohammed Deif, who is accused of similar crimes. The court stated that these actions have led to widespread suffering among civilians in both Israel and Gaza. The implications of these warrants are profound. Although Israel is not a member of the ICC, the court has jurisdiction over actions taken in Palestinian territories due to Palestine's recognition as a member state by the United Nations. This means that if Netanyahu or Gallant enter any of the 124 ICC member states, they could be arrested and extradited to face trial. Several European countries have indicated they would enforce these warrants. Italy and the Netherlands have stated they would arrest either leader if they set foot on their soil. The enforcement of these warrants will depend on whether individual member states choose to comply with the ICC's decisions. A critical question arises. Do sitting leaders have immunity from prosecution? Generally, sitting heads of state enjoy certain protections under international law. However, this immunity is not absolute. The ICC operates under the principle that no one is above the law, meaning that even a sitting prime minister can be held accountable for alleged war crimes. Netanyahu condemned the ICC's decision as anti-Semitic.
The decision to issue an arrest warrant against me, the democratically elected Prime Minister of the State of Israel, and our former Defense Minister, was made by a rogue prosecutor who's trying to extricate himself from sexual harassment charges, and by biased judges who are motivated by anti-Semitic sentiments against the one and only Jewish state. These judges did nothing. They did nothing against the real war crimes committed against the millions who've been murdered or uprooted by the dictatorships in Iran, Syria, and Yemen.
The U.S. government has also rejected the ICC's ruling. President Biden described it as outrageous, reinforcing America's long-standing opposition to the court's authority over its allies.
The United States has been clear that the ICC does not have jurisdiction over this matter. You've heard us say this before. Whatever this prosecutor might imply, there is no evidence, none, between Israel and Hamas.
The reaction to these warrants has been polarized. Many Palestinians view this as a step toward justice, while Israeli officials have condemned the ICC's decision as politically motivated. The Palestinian Authority has called for ICC member states to halt contact with Netanyahu and Gallant. The situation remains fluid, with potential repercussions for both Israeli leadership and broader geopolitical dynamics in the region.